Hi, this is Pete Gary from the Boca Voice. Welcome to Fact or Fiction Friday. Listen, November 8th is right around the corner, and as we get closer and closer to this date, I want to remind everybody to get out and vote. And more importantly about this vote, not only is it the presidential election, it's very near and dear to vote local. And there's nothing more important on this local ballot than this current referendum that seems to be popping up on everybody's heads in regards to the Wildflower property. You know, I've looked at a lot of the sides of the debate, and as we go back and forth and people bring up their points, you can't get rid of the facts that this parcel was purchased for the sole purpose of purchasing a restaurant. It can't be disputed. It's part of public record. If you go back to public record, you can actually look at it. And I know that there's a few people that have gone on record saying that that wasn't the case. But if you go back through to why it was approved, you can actually pull up the actual records in the city, and you will see that it was purchased for the sole purpose of acquiring a parcel to put on a waterfront dining restaurant. And I encourage you to go out and look at your facts and make sure that you do it. The whole purpose of doing this Fact or Fiction Friday was to make sure that we bring the facts to you and to create a better opportunity for the citizens of Boca Raton to have a voice. So let's talk about what a no vote is going to bring us and why it's so important to defeat this referendum. A no vote would allow the Hillstone Restaurant Group or another restaurant group to build a beautiful waterfront dining establishment, a place that everyone in Boca can enjoy. There is only one other place where you can dine in the waterfront, and it's at a hotel. A no vote means money for Boca. In its current version, the lease with the Hillstone Group could generate about $33 million in payments from the group over a 45-year period. A yes vote would cost taxpayers a considerable sum of money. They never mention how much it will cost, or the cost to actually build that park, or the cost to maintain that park. A no vote would keep 4 other city-owned waterfront properties, Spanish River, Rutherford, Red Reef, Silver Palm Park, from losing the right to have private businesses come in and operate things like concession stands, hot dog carts, umbrellas, chairs, rentals, ice cream cones, and gift shops at Gumbo Limbo. You know, I talked about this a little bit last week, and I explained, why would we approve and try to vote yes on something that the next day that it's approved, we're asking the city to immediately have to start to issue variances on something that we just voted yes? Doesn't that, just on its own, shouldn't we then vote no? If we have to immediately ask them to start to create variances for it, on the surface, we should be starting to vote no for that, just based on that alone. One other point. A vote yes on this simply allows the loud minority to get their way. It allows them to enjoy their backyard at our expense. Why do we have to pay for their backyard? Who wouldn't want the city to pay for their landscaping? Who wouldn't want the city to be able to beautify their backyard? And who wouldn't want the city to mandate what goes into their backyard? If we allow this to pass, they're going to get their way, and they're going to be able to dictate to the city that park going in. And so when they look across the intercoastal waterway and look into that area, rather than us being able to enjoy a restaurant, they get to look at a park and increase their property value versus us being able to enjoy a park, and we get to fit the bill for it. I don't think that's fair to the rest of Boca Raton. I invite you to look at all the facts. Not only did we post them on our Facebook page, Randy Schultz has done an incredible job of looking at all of the facts, not just the ones that we've looked at. They've looked at all of the facts that Boca Watch has taken the time to put out there, and what they have, all the rhetoric that has gone back and forth in between them, and what they have said about the chamber, what they've said about the city council. And the bottom line is they've dismissed and debunked all of what Boca Watch has put out there. They have shown factually, through looking and digging and through some great investigative reporting, that what they're putting out there and the propaganda that they're putting out there is just that. It's propaganda. We need to defeat this proposition. we need to vote no on the last item on your ballot. It's important as citizens of Boca Raton that we come out and vote. We vote and we support all the other citizens. And the majority, that silent majority, really do not want one more park. They really want to have an enjoyable experience along the waterfront. They want to be able to go with their family and friends and enjoy a beautiful dining experience. They don't want to have to walk to a hotel to get to it. They want to be able to go along the Intercoastal Waterway. After all, that's what it was purchased for. It was purchased for the sole purpose of buying a waterfront restaurant. That's why we got it. The City Council is doing a great job. We want to support them. We think the Chamber is doing a great job of bringing businesses in and helping us enjoy our city. Let's get behind them. Let's show them that our city is unified in doing the right thing. Please come out and vote on November 8th, and please, please vote no on this referendum. Thanks for joining us at the Boca Voice, and thank you for joining us for Fact or Fiction Friday.